What's up, everybody? Good morning. I made it to the convention a little bit late. There was a lot of traffic this morning. Instead, I want to spend some time with my family. I'm here now. It's about 12 or 1 o'clock. I've paid about $60 for parking right here, Miami Convention Center. If you come here often, you know that parking is a major issue. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. The other camera I had already died, so this is the microphone we're going to have to do with. So, okay, this is called the IFA World Franchise Show. There's going to be a whole bunch of franchises here. And not only that, there's a whole bunch of speakers. So I already got my stuff in the mail, so I don't have to register or nothing. I'm already in. It's pretty easy to get in here. But look at all the cool things that I see. There's something I already see that I like, which is Benihana's. To start a franchise of Benihana's, that must be nice. But there's also franchises for moving. Doing franchises for moving. This franchise is for taxes. So got this tax franchise. Looks pretty interesting back there. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see what I see. Here's a good one. Pet waste management. Wasn't thinking about that. Brand building and positioning. Metal supermarkets. What's this right here? Oh, look at this. Early learning. Oh, that's okay. No, video bomb. It's a video bomb. Really don't need my commentary, do you? Look at this. Look at these guys. This is how you move, ladies and gentlemen. When moving, this is who you call up. What else? So I'm looking for Mr. Rooter. As soon as I can find Mr. Rooter, I'm going to stop recording. But look, it's a fun time here. So everybody, welcome to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see. This was actually my most popular video a couple years ago. Miami Beach Convention Center seems to always be a winner. And it's actually not as big as I thought it would be. It's not as intimidating as I thought it would be. But I'm finally here where many people probably want to know about this. So this is my industry back here, car insurance. They actually have a cool little slogan right now. It says that get your E2 visa through low franchise investment. That's interesting because they've made my profession is, which is car accidents, car insurance, things like that, into an immigration issue as well. So yeah, it's true. You can get citizenship in America based on investment. I believe it's $500,000. That was an E1 visa, but I don't know about an E2 visa. That might be something new I've never heard of. This is another franchise I was interested in. I haven't had a chance to talk with them, but look, it's a healthy food franchise, and it's called Salvada Salad Kitchen, and they might be more excited.
Hey, welcome to Salada Salad Kitchen. We are based out of Houston, Texas, with 102 locations. Come check us out at booth 820.
So I'm not even going to record the other stall that I just saw. It's about fast food, and fast food is not what I'm here for. So checking out another one, a little healthy spot right here. What's this? Turn sand into revenue. That's what I'm talking about. Always these things that's craft makes probably the most money. Look, they have a cool map. I wonder where these guys came from. I'll ask them for a little bit more information later. But it seems like they're making sand into money.
I want to know that I can work with you every day, and we can be around each other. I don't want a troublemaker. I want someone that wants to be part of us, that's going to listen to us, and we're going to help them grow with us in that. So when you check those boxes, then in addition to all the characteristics that were brought out today, you know, that's who we want. And I'm really good at picking people, and have been doing that for 38 years. So I'm sure the first year wasn't so good, but after that was great.
Thank you, and I'm going to add to that a little bit. I thought you were like telling me, you got to watch me, David, you know that. I'm going to add to that a little bit too. And what we see with successful owners is a lot of passion, because being an entrepreneur is fabulous, but you have to know how to jump off the cliff and build your wings, right? You just have to know that there's going to be up days and down days, and it's business ownership is not right for everyone, right? I'm going to be really honest.
So I've had some candid conversations with some people that have come to this show. One person that came to this show was at the right place at the right time, and he ended up starting a Denny's. Can you believe that? He had a chance to turn around a Denny's, and he did, and now he ended up with 6 Denny's. He's already sold 4 of them. He has 2 more. He's a Canadian. He's an Indian from Tamil Nadu, and that was an interesting conversation. Another conversation I had was with a lady who is from Trinidad. She wants to start a makeup school. So she came here to get information on how to franchise that idea. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a very successful idea when it comes down to it, because not only is she dedicated, that she's not fraud. And that's a very lucrative industry, makeup. So it's interesting to see someone who wants to start a franchise and someone else that sold some franchises. So anyways, if there's something that you want to do in the future, come check out this convention.
How you guys doing? This is Manny Guzman, VP of Operations with Waterloo Turf. We're over here helping folks get their Saturdays back. So if you're interested in franchising, we have the model for you. Simple, lean, very profitable. Look forward to hearing from you soon.
Here's something cool, bagels. Who doesn't like bagels? I love me some bagels. I'm gonna get some information on how to start a bagel shop. Obviously, bagels sell themselves. If you don't like schmear, you better figure it out there. Did you know it takes schmear to make a cheesecake as well? Anyways, back to regularly scheduled programming. I'm going to find out what the costs are to start a franchise and how I can get some help as a franchisee going about in the future starting a bagel franchise. They're going to give me the quick rundown, but at least I'll get some brochure and some information, and I'm getting started on a journey. What's up, everybody? Right behind me is Churro Mania. Have you ever been to Churro Mania? I haven't, but they've been around for 20 years. And did you know they're actually looking for new franchisees in Florida, Arizona, Illinois, Texas, New York, and New Jersey? They're already located in Florida. They have about 20 stores, so that's pretty interesting and exciting. The lady tried giving me some paperwork. I didn't accept it. There's a QR code and all of that. And, going forward, we'll see if I want to start a food franchise. Probably not, but it's a cool thing to do.
Today, we're here to tell you about Ox
Strong Moving.
And this is our very first international
Franchisee event.
And we have to say a big thank you to you guys for being here today. We want to tell you real quick, we are Ox Strong Moving, and it's a pleasure to be here. We just want you guys to know we are a moving company, okay? But we really don't like to let you know that because we're really all about customer service, okay? So when you guys think moving, we think customer service. And just to give you an idea, at the end of the day, we don't hire any movers. A moving company with no movers? Yeah, because they're marketers, okay? These guys are marketers. They're the real deal. I'll tell you one thing for sure as well. We are so excited to be here. I'm with Aiden and AJ here.
How's it going, guys? First franchise event here. Super excited. Love to grow the team. I mean, Ox Strong Moving, growing like wildfire here in Florida, and only looking to expand. As Zach said, we're all about the customer service. We are 5-star in every location that we have, and we don't plan on letting that change. So we always look for good, clean-cut people to join our team. And if you're interested in joining our franchise team, that opportunity is right here.
Well, I got the quick little rundown already. Mr. Jeff is actually here at this convention center. This is what I found out. They have the South Florida area is already off limits, but what is available is the space between Jacksonville to Fort Lauderdale. So everything on that coast is fair game, as well as if you'd like to talk to the CEO, you can always ask for an area in Florida. They're not just in Florida, though. They're actually also in Raleigh, North Carolina, and a couple other places. But what was the last bagel that you ate, and was it any good? That's what I really want to know. Come check these guys out. I'm sure their bagel's nice. They have many stores in Orlando, so that's where I'll be going next. So, ladies and gentlemen, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mr. Rooter. He's a plumber, and that's what's needed, in my opinion, a trade. Where is the Mr. Plumber? Where is Mr. Plumber? If I don't see them today, I'll see them tomorrow. I have 2 days to figure it out. But there is a Mr. Handyman. Mr. Handyman is a company that's under a bigger company called Neighborly. Neighborly has like 6,000 locations. Mr. Handyman is something you can start up on your own if you're a franchisee. They're the franchisor. Original franchisor is Neighborly. But I haven't found Roto-Rooter Plumbing yet, and that's what I'm looking for. As soon as I find them, I'll make a video on it, and you're gonna see how much more exciting that is. Just got done talking with Little Caesars behind me. Little Caesars is a franchise that you haven't had Little Caesars pizza. I don't know what you've been doing, but Little Caesars is a famous pizza place, has lots of deals. I think they're famous for a $5 pizza. Point is, these guys, you're able to start a franchise with them if you like. Certain places that I found that are still available is Inverness and outside of Brooksville, somewhere in Hernando County and Citrus County. These are counties that are in the state of Florida, further away from Miami, of course, but they're above Pasco County and to the east of Marion County. So if you know where that is, there's still opportunities in the state of Florida. There's places that even Little Caesars still doesn't exist. The average cost to start it is about $600,000. You get paired with a real estate broker team, and pretty much though, it's on you to become successful. Some people have 400 stores, some people have 4 stores on average. All right, guys, I finally met a franchise that I would like to be a part of. It's called The Joint. They've been around since 1999, and now they have all these hundreds of locations, but they still have open areas that they're not in yet. It's a subscription-based model. They figure out by doing their own study by the community where the need is. That's called The Joint Chiropractic. Their approximate average starting price for them, they said, was $350,000, which is a pretty penny to pay, but at least it's a clean corporate brand, and they actually seem to help the franchisee in getting started. It's not so much that figure it out on your own. They have a whole team that I'm pretty sure that they want to see you succeed. So Joint Chiropractic, I know lawyers love it, but they don't actually work with any car accident cases. Just general, if you're hurt, injured from work, athletics, whatever it is, come check them out. And funny, behind me, they don't even have any chiros, just businessmen.
2 campaigns. That's it, because the more budget you have, the more opportunities you have to show up. The more opportunities you have to show up, the more clicks you get. The more clicks you get, the more leads you get. You got the idea. So our goal in the Google Ads, and the whole philosophy is Google Ads, is not to try and go after everything, especially when the budget is tight, which is the case with the franchisees, but rather to identify the most selling point, the biggest selling service, put all the budget there, get on the great return of the ad spend, then extend into something else, That's the whole approach that you gotta have with the Google Ads specifically. Facebook has a slightly different philosophy, but Google Ads, I think, is the most complicated platform out of all. Similar, Bing, obviously you can apply the same recommendations to the Bing because it's just a cheaper version of the Google.
Hi, my name's Holden. I work at ZyraTalk. We're a company based out of Phoenix, but we have a lot of remote workers. We've been in the home service industry for about 10 years. We started as a lead gen company. We saw an opportunity to capitalize on internet traffic and turned it into qualified leads for home service businesses. At that point, we created an AI chatbot about 6 years ago that we're placing on those home service business websites. And about 2 years ago, with the rollout of ChatGPT, we were able to incorporate it into a voice model that we use to answer incoming phone calls. We're able to gather qualifying information. We're able to answer frequently asked questions and gather all pertinent information from the call, forward it along to you in an email, text, or...
All right, guys, I think I found a business that I want to get involved in too. They're called ZyraTalk. ZyraTalk is using AI to receive your calls and actually do some AI analysis on who called you to see if they can convert them to a client. It's actually very interesting for me as a lawyer, but it's more interesting for other businesses as well. You know, having someone that's talking to them, the new callers, and trying to figure out what their needs are and maybe narrowing their focus for you is probably something that can help me be more profitable and maybe you be profitable too. I don't have a lot of phone calls every single month, Some people get thousands of phone calls every single day. I don't. I get a small amount of calls. But the people who do call me, I think they're going to be receiving AI service starting soon. It's a $500 a month fee, $1 per AI minute as well. They're waiving the $1,000 processing fee for whoever signs up with them. Well, guys, I'm just about tired here now. I've had enough for today. There's all sorts of businesses here that are looking for your money. Always be wise with how you spend it, because before you know it, you'll be out of your franchise fee, your startup costs, everything. So it's something, buyer beware. They may not be telling you this, but that's what the truth is. Buyer beware of what you sign up for. And it's very calm before the storm, but before you know it, your money will get taken and be gone. But they have all the franchisees, all the famous pretty names, and without them, there is no show. So come on to the show next year as well. That's enough for today. So what's up, everybody? The day is over. I'm a little bit tired. Never got a chance to talk to Benihana. Maybe tomorrow. I did talk to some people that I am very interested in. I know every video I said, oh, this is interesting, oh, this is exciting. You guys know the same type of conversation happens at every single business event like this. But there are some opportunities that were presented to me, maybe because I was nice and respectful, but they went out of their way to take my information and send me some more info in the future. Maybe I need to find some business partners. Maybe I don't. I can do it on my own. But it's something nice that I've done today for myself and my business. We'll see what happens in the future. As you know, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll try to make more videos for you in the future. Most of the time, I'm just too busy to make one of these. But I'm trying my hardest to give you guys some content. Take it easy.